Hello, clean people, and welcome to another episode of Shucking Out Toy Reviews. Two idiots again, taking a look at this figure. It is the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Batman from Arkham Knight, the video game. As you know, Toast.
Yes.
One of my favorite video games of all time, Arkham Knight. And
it's a great series.
It's a great series. That game alone is awesome. Arkham Knight, I love the costume design. On Batman especially, because it mixes a lot of real world stuff with like comic book stuff too.
Yeah,
so
agreed.
It's very clever. So when I saw this figure come out, I had to get my hands on him.
I am surprised by the cape.
What about the cape? Are you surprised?
That it's soft.
Yeah.
I was aware of a previous Yamaguchi Batman that had a bunch of plastic pieces masquerading as a cape.
You would be referring to this Batman.
Right. Now this isn't an Arkham game. This is
just like Revoltech's version of Batman.
Right.
And I liked the photos of it more than it actually turned out to be. Like practical and useful. The cape I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They photographed their toys very well and posed them really well, but the execution of the cape was not fun. And I purposely, when this guy shipped, I purposely went and fished this figure out because I'm like, when we review it, I want to have it there for comparison because you can tell how much like it's evolved.
Yeah.
Because the layout scheme of the articulation and everything is actually the same. But
right.
Like so these joints here blend in better.
Just what I was going to point out. Is these I didn't even notice until I started comparing, because I was about to say that this guy didn't have that joint.
I didn't know that he did until I got him out of the package.
But he clearly does, and it blends much better.
Yeah.
Also, the spheres, which are very prominent in earlier Yamaguchi, I mean, they're still present, they're just less visible.
Yeah. So this guy is now replacing this one. I'm sorry, you're going back in a box somewhere.
I'm kind of surprised he was even out on a shelf somewhere. Yeah, I've been watching the Yamaguchi, I guess, slow transition over the years. Like Moon Knight looked very good.
Moon Knight was supposed to be pretty good.
He looked bulky in my opinion. But
he was their first soft goods cape, I think.
Oh, okay.
And that worked. Agent Venom was on a lot of people's top 2024 list.
Sure, yeah.
He looked really good.
Makes sense.
They're re-releasing him at a higher price. I'm not getting him.
Yeah. Let's take a look at all of this sculpt that's on this guy. And paint, obviously. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But there's a variety of textures. You've got the armor bit. You've got the sort of Kevlar bits. You've got silver paint. Little rivets are painted. A lot of work on the belt.
Yeah, the belt is awesome and even moves out of the way in places too.
More in the back there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a slot for a tail extension.
Yeah.
And then all of that continues up into the chest, which we've already shown off. And then more silver here and in the neck. Looks really good.
Mm-hmm. He comes with pretty standard Revoltech stuff and a lot of fun stuff if you're a fan of the game. Standard stuff being hands to hold various things, and splayed hands, and one line launcher hand.
Line launcher? You really are a fan.
Oh, yeah, dude. And then if you want, you can put this piece in on top of the line launcher, and you got his grappling thing. And for some reason, this one is separate. But it goes in like that. Other cool things that he can hold is regular batarang, and then I believe this is the remote batarang, or maybe the sonic batarang that gives off a signal. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
it's got a little bit of paint, and you can even see the bat symbol in there. He comes with two of these little devices that I don't remember what they're called. One is with it closed, and then the other's with it open, and he's got, in the game, the little screens would come up, so you plug this little piece into the thing and you can slide different screens on. You got this one, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, you got 5 screens in total various things like security, access panel, hack device, stuff like that. Password, yeah, you would always have to put in passwords and stuff. Password or something. So that's a cool little nod to the game. And then another standard thing is you nicely get a stand. And you can either have the hook, the clip, or it can plug right into his tail extension part, or that can plug into his tail extension as well. If you so choose, you can have his eyes look a different direction, and this is the tool that you use to move them.
I was not expecting that.
I wasn't either. I'm not going to do it because like his eyes are really perfect right now, and like you, my OCD is going to kick in if they're like Google eyes. I'm not messing with it.
Yeah.
So that's it. For size, we got them next to classified, 6-inch. About the same size.
Yeah, about.
Proportions are off though, or not the same.
Right, but the Arkham series proportions were always heavy.
Yeah.
So he is supposed to have a smaller head and just a giant torso and legs and arms.
Yeah.
So he looks good, but they're not going to fit in with other lines. Final thoughts.
Go ahead.
I guess I will get started. So off camera, you told me how much this thing cost, and I think I knew.
Yeah.
In my heart, I was hoping for like 85 because the paint and sculpt are really nice. And functionally, he's much better than earlier Yamaguchi. I'm really enjoying the cape, which is wired.
Yep.
Soft goods cape instead of the old style Yamaguchi cape, and it's wired so you can get it in cool poses, and it stays that way. I enjoy all of that, but it's kind of it's on the pricier side.
It is.
It's still a great figure from a great series. I'm going. I think I'm going 4.5 hours.
4.5.
And I don't even know, like, I can't justify why I'm not giving him 5, but there's just something.
Sure.
But I don't know what. Like, it matches the game model.
Yeah.
There's enough accessories without being excessive accessories. There's just something holding me back from giving him 5, and I don't know what that is.
Well, I'll help you out.
All right.
I'm giving him a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
A lot of that does have to do with the price, and just honestly, like the accessories, even though they're cool, I'm not going to use like any of them. I don't think.
It's kind of maybe for photography.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I love the screens. Don't get me wrong. These screens. It's a great idea, but I'm not going to have him standing there holding that thing just like that. This guy's meant to have wacky poses and stuff like that.
Maybe part of it for me is that he doesn't have anyone to go with him. So there's no like thugs to fight. There's no villains. And Yamaguchi kind of does one character and then moves on.
Right.
Like they've got a DC line, they've got a Marvel line, an anime, and I don't know, but you're not going to get another Arkham character for him to pair with, which is
maybe they'll give us a Joker, who knows.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Actually, I think Yamaguchi did an Arkham Knight a couple of years ago.
Probably.
And I believe Sketch Knight John let us borrow that so that we could film an episode, but he was not a fan of the figure.
He wasn't?
He was kind of disappointed, if I remember right. So there is someone that this could pair with.
Yeah.
If you have the figure from a few years back.
We'll see. Who should he be fighting? Let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, as always. And let us know what you think about this figure, because I know a lot of you probably have them already. And let us know any other recommendations of guys that you'd like to see us review.